Characteristics of ancient dialects still present in Arabic. Linguistic gender determination. All Al-Ariba dialects assigns grammatical gender, feminine or masculine, to all verbs, nouns, adjectives, demonstrative pronouns, and other elements. Unlike some languages, Al-Ariba lacks grammatical gender neutrality entirely. To illustrate this, I will provide an example of masculine and feminine forms in English. Let us imagine that teacher is masculine. To form the feminine version, we add or et, resulting in teacher a or teacher et. The letter a at the end of the word may change to a et depending on the context. So we say engineer, male, engineer, engineerette, female, doctor, male, doctora, doctorette, female, etc. And that et at the end of the word may become eto, eta, ete, engineer, eto, engineerita, engineerte, depending on the position of the word in the sentence. So the word's ending varies depending on its grammatical role. Knowing this is very important because those who don't know Arabic might think they are different words. This is one marker of femininity in Arabic, though the total number of such indicators is large, as counted by the linguist Abu Bakr al-Anbari, who identified 15 distinct signs. Beyond the markers documented by al-Anbari, there are additional linguistic indicators manifested in the diverse use of second-person feminine pronouns. While the suffix ki gained prominence due to its use in the Holy Quran, distinguishing between the feminine kitabuki, your book, and the masculine kitabuka, numerous other pronominal suffixes persist in various Arabic dialects to this day. Among these is the use of the letter esh, for instance, addressing a woman by saying kitabush instead of kitabuki. The use of the second-person feminine pronominal suffix ish remains prevalent and actively employed to this day, particularly in Yemen, the southern regions of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and in Amharic in Ethiopia. Furthermore, a similar pattern of feminine address is prevalent across extensive regions of the Arabian Peninsula, including the Arabian Gulf and significant parts of Iraq. This variation is characterized by the addition of a voiceless alveolar plosive, st, before the esh sound, resulting in the affricate similar to the ch in chair. Consequently, in these dialects, the phrasing evolves into katabach instead of katabki. The question that will arise here is, why did the ancient inhabitants of the Arab region invent all these signs to distinguish between feminine and masculine genders? Why did they surround feminine words with these distinguishing marks? We will explore the answer to this question in the following pages. We should also note that they paid less attention to the masculine words, leaving them as they are without any additions, and focused only on feminine words. The core function of this linguistic variation is to distinguish the feminine. This phonetic marking serves as a distinct identifier, ensuring that the female addressee is uniquely recognized within the structure of the language. The underlying purpose remains constant, to carve out a specific linguistic space for the female identity. At this juncture, we must contemplate the cognitive framework that devised such intricate linguistic markers to distinguish the female and examine the underlying reasons for this differentiation. It is an established human tendency that when we intentionally distinguish an entity and emphasize its uniqueness, that entity is rarely perceived as being equal to others that have been left unremarked or in their natural state. These numerous markers for the feminine, one must recognize a fundamental trait in Arabic culture that persists to this day: the tendency to bestow a multitude of names and attributes upon that which is revered. The most profound manifestation of this reverence in the collective consciousness since the advent of Islam is the divine. Accordingly, God, Allah, is attributed with 99 names. Consequently, this implies that in the Arab worldview, the attribution of numerous markers or names to a particular entity signifies a process of exaltation and elevation of its status, rather than its diminishment. In the Arabic language, nearly everything can be feminized, a phenomenon that extends even to masculine figures and titles. Even the father, Ab, not just the mother, can carry feminine linguistic markers. This is most evident in the vocative form used in the Holy Quran, such as in the verse, when Joseph said to his father, "O my father, Ya Abati, indeed I have seen." The renowned linguist Ibn Sina observed that Abati is essentially a feminine noun applied to a male figure. This perspective is shared by the great linguist Ibn Jini, who argued for the existence of a feminization of fathers within the linguistic structure. This linguistic inclusivity underscores that the feminine form was not merely a gender category, but a foundational template capable of encompassing even the most prominent masculine figures. Number 2. Arabic is a root-based language. This means that most of its words are built from linguistic roots, fixed, often three-letter foundations, from which multiple derivatives are formed by adding specific letters. These derivatives retain the root letters in their original order while changing the vowels. For example, the past tense verb wrote in Arabic consists of the three letters KTB, pronounced kataba. Only these three letters are written because the ancient Al-Ariba dialects, like Arabic today, do not write short vowels. Instead, they are inferred from the context. But what does it truly mean to have a root-based language? From the root KTB, we can extract a vast number of related words: kitab, book, maktab, office, maktaba, library, and kateb, writer. All these words maintain the same three-letter sequence, tying them all back to the core meaning of writing. Even the present tense follows this logic. For example, she writes is taktab, while he writes is yaktab. Interestingly, Arabic features a unique grammatical form known as the dual, al-muthana. Unlike English, which only distinguishes between singular and plural, Arabic has a specific form for exactly two individuals. For instance, they write, referring to two women, is taktuban, while for two men it is yaktuban. Furthermore, the language distinguishes between groups: yaktobun for a group of women, yaktabun for a group of men. The same applies when addressing others directly. There are, of course, many more derivatives and conjugations that could be listed, but these examples are sufficient to illustrate the depth and structural beauty of a root-based language without overwhelming the reader with further technicalities. There are many other fascinating traits in Arabic and its ancient sister tongues. For a deeper dive, download your free copy of The Femininity of the Heavens and the Earth via the link below.